Guys, welcome back. This is the ESR Daily Update. Benson, so far we have seen FaZe Complexity. We just saw an epic blitz game between Optic and Envy. But what do you have coming in now at your number 3?
So the number 3 spot is going to go to the US champions. Let's just set the stage a little bit. It's the grand final. And they're going to be going SB versus Complexity, as you guys really know. Complexity, poor event, let's be honest. You know, we expected so much better. But they still managed to win. They just fought their way all the way through the losers bracket. Then it gets to a certain game number 7, which you guys may remember. And a certain domination game, which a lot of people are going to be starting going, oh my god, I know exactly what it is. And there's something I want you guys to listen out for. Well, you're actually going to miss it, but it's something that I actually remember. I turned to Puckett, and I looked him dead in the eyes, and I said, Puckett, there is no point SB playing this second side. They're out of it. It's gone. Doesn't matter. And then they kind of had different ideas.
This was one of the coolest things we've ever seen. Strictly Business becoming a household name. This game was one of the reasons why they're becoming increasingly popular. Going up against the Juggernauts Complexity. Check it out. Game number 7, Side 2, Domination.
Spencer, though, was held to just 2 kills in 5 minutes. The captain, who was so fired up after the most recent win, he is not having the best of showing here in Octane, looking for him to turn it around and get that confidence back in his favor. There's first blood, exactly what he needed to start this round.
Well, yeah, 15 seconds in, he already has half the amount of kills he did last time, so he's off to a good start, I think it's fair to say. But can SB come back into this game? I mean, 51 points down, Complexity playing like gods. They had 3 down as well momentarily. It would be an epic comeback, but personally, just can't see it. To me, this domination game is over, and SB should be thinking, you know, search and destroy.
Don't even play this side, says Benson. And after this intro, you're going to see 6-5 in favor of Cole. They had the first flag, and it looks like over at C already, they're putting the pressure back on their opponents. B in the favor of Crim6 at the moment. Can he secure it by himself? Doesn't look like he can. He knows it, and he's going to jump out the sleigh. One big kill before being cleaned up. Meanwhile, TP going to be pushing forward now, coming out of gas.
The big thing is that Crim knows he doesn't even need to cap B. They have such a big lead. As long as B stays neutral, Complexity are winning because SB, they're not getting more points. It's as simple as that. They'll be getting level amount of points, and B does eventually fall to SB, so if they're going to mount a comeback, this is how it has to start, but they need to push for a trip cap, and they need to just reduce that 51-point deficit as much as they possibly can, consistently being aggressive, and that's exactly what they're trying to do now. Someone from SB on that C flag, who actually is
Apathy.
there? Apathy, so he's going to try and cap it, and this is where now Complexity could get a little bit tested.
And here we go. Trip cap is in favor of Strictly Business. 1 man up for Cole, 2 up here for SB, and it looks like A is going to be neutralized. Crim6 taken down, and nice kill by Sensor. Gets it just in time to keep it in favor of SB.
If this happens, this is going to be a ridiculous comeback. 2 Complexity players on that C flag. It's going to be neutral, though. SB just beast mode out of absolutely nowhere. The last player, Crim6, for Complexity, needs to try and cap that C flag. Gets lucky, his teammate spawning on top of him there. And a load of kills going down. They do actually cap that flag, but you know, fair play to SB. They have reduced a little bit of that 51-point deficit, but 2.5 minutes still to go. Can they do that again? They need to push for that trip cap. They need to just reduce that lead.
Well, if you think about it, you get 12 points for every minute if you're holding 2 flags to 1. You got 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in this one, and currently a 27-point lead here for SB, excuse me, and Sensor turning it up now. A 5-point spree. Saints, the Super Slayer, is back. 12-6 with still 2:20 to go.
Yeah, he's really putting Complexity on the back foot, and that's what you need to do against Complexity, a team that is just so aggressive, consistently in your face, and the only way to really counter that is by getting in their face as well. But it looks like someone from Complexity is on that B flag. It was Crim6. He managed to neutralize it. He could actually go for the cap, but he wants to slay around the outside. That's 2 kills on Dino and Apathy. Can he find the 3rd? Oh,
wow.
Crim6 just went beast. Shuts down Sensor for the 4th. Would have been impressive, but Saints denies it. Picks up 2 of his own, but TP replies with a 2-piece. But just load of kills going down on that B flag. But again, as long as that flag is neutral, it's beneficial for Complexity.
Here comes Strictly Business. Again, Sensor knows that they need to keep C in their favor. Gets over, and he is going to be taking it back. They're going to give Cole B for the moment. Now his teammates Apathy and Freds look like they're going to be jumping on B. They'll give Cole A, and let's see how they set up to stop this push out of the motel.
Well, they did cap that B flag, so nicely done. They still have that 2-to-1 advantage, but with 1.5 minutes left, and it's a 33-point lead in this first side, 51-point deficit, of course. I mean, it's possible, but they need to continue playing at this high tempo that they are right now and keep putting pressure on Complexity in their spawn. They need to go for another trip cap just for a brief period of time just to really reduce that lead.
The highest deficit I've seen blown, or excuse me, highest lead I've seen blown was 42 points.
This would
Can Strictly Business do this? Look at the
They're
clock.
on form for it. They're on form for it. They're going for the trip cap as well. This is what they needed, and they're going to lock it down. It's Sensor on the A flag. He's going to cap it, and that's going to force Complexity way out to C. But there is a Complexity player also on their A flag. Only 2 players left for SB. Saints needs to pick up the kill on the A flag. Is he going to get it? Yes, he is. Can he grab the flag back again? 39 seconds, a 51-point deficit. It's still possible.
It was within 11 points. That is the
They need
closest
5
this
points,
has
Puckett.
been.
They need 5 points, and they've come back from a 51-point deficit.
And here we go. C just locked down by Apathy. Are you serious? Strictly Business losing B. Kill's about to go down.
Saints needs to jump on that B flag. Someone needs to jump on that B flag as quickly as possible. 15 seconds
Ace
left.
being taken back.
They need to dive on it because Complexity, they're all over that A flag. It's going to be so close, 10 seconds. Just trying to do the math in my head. It's a 95 to 93-point game at this point. In the last 5 seconds, they're 1 point behind Puckett. Is the clock going to tick over? I don't think it is. 96 to 95! A 1-point game, Puckett! A 1-point game! Oh my God!
Wow.
SB did everything. I was sat there at the beginning.
That was ridiculous.
Just 1 point.
Just Uno.
Just Uno point. And I remember just listening to that back when you were talking and there was about 16 seconds left and I was doing the maths in my head. I was like, 51 plus 44. Oh my God, this is really actually that close. And they were 0.5 seconds away from bringing that game back, Bucket.
So that was the most epic comeback I think we've ever witnessed in domination, but they still didn't get the win.
Yeah, I mean, 0.5 seconds off, though. You got to give them some props.
Until they won the championship. So Strictly Business, they got it at the end, but Complexity, man, they must have been scared in that one. You saw the relief on Ake's face when he was high-fiving TP and friends.
Oh, yeah, that was it. That was a big sigh of relief. Like, we had it all the time. Don't even worry, guys. We had it. We weren't nervous, but you know they were getting a little bit panicky towards the end of that game.
Freaking out a little bit. Well, good showing from Strictly Business. All kinds of great plays there, and what I really liked about SB's playstyle in that second half of Dom was the rotation. They really did a great job trading bases when needed. Apathy going out all the way across the map behind Gas when he needed to go steal a flag. Sensor also focusing on that objective. You can tell this SB squad is the team that doesn't care about stats. They care about the W, and I think we saw a lot of examples in that game.
Oh, absolutely. And you can just see exactly why they walked out as US champions. I mean, SB played so very well. Complexity, you know, why are they such a good team? Why have they won, I think it's, 9 out of 11 now, past events?
Something like that.
I mean, you can see both these two teams just such high caliber going at each other, and just that 51-point comeback, just 0.5 seconds away. That would have just been the most epic game I think anyone's ever seen of Call of Duty.
Pretty darn solid, guys. We're going to commercial break. When we come back, we're down to the final 2. Benson, give us a team. Who's going to be in this next matchup?
Rather than a team, this time I'm going to give you a player's name, and his name is Apathy.
Apathy might be back after this. Stay tuned.